were brought here against will, under chattel's chase. For 400 years our ancestors built the land, their bones in the cotton fields, their blood in the sand. They sweat in the Capitol, the White House, the rail, their hands in the cane field, the tobacco, the bale, their labor uncompensated, their families unwhole, their bodies in unmarked graves. That's the toll. 12 to 14 trillion in modern dollar count. The economists calculated and the math don't bounce. Generations of theft, that's the constitutional debt. And the only soil we know is the soil where we sweat. Most black Americans cannot trace beyond your soil. Our family trees and at the auction, that's the spoil of the records they destroyed, the names they renamed, the lineages they erased, the histories they framed. So we are indigenous now, not by ancient claim, but by the violence of arrival and the burying of the name.
Stolen names, American soil.
We were brought here,
We were broken, we were boiled.
in the cauldron of a country that we built with our hands.
Diaspora and baller.
Made indigenous to these lands. The verdict is in, the receipts are read, the framework writes the future, the past never said. Yeah, if you can't trace your line past American shore, then America's the homeland, and we're asking for more. Not a handout, not a charity, not a guilt trick door. A constitutional debt in the framework keeps the score. If your ancestors built it, then your ancestors stay. If their bones are in the soil, then the soil's where you lay. Sovereign homeland zones, the path on the map. Diaspora and baller, that's the verdict in the pack. Baller, baller, Black American lineage, land and autonomy act, the implementing statute, that's the constitutional pact. Sovereign homeland zones, federally recognized, self-governance lineage verified, the wealth fund authorized, same legal structure and tribal sovereignty is known. Indigenous self-governance or federally recognized home, not the end of America. This is the start of America's hidden when the country owns its part. You cannot build a future on a foundation of lies. You cannot make America break what they hid in disguise. Constitutional reparations, diaspora on the page, land and autonomy, setting the stage, lineage verified through the federal record, genealogical, constitutional on the docket, in the seal, sovereign wealth fund administered by the council of the descended community, finally fulfilled.
Stolen names, American soil.
The verdict is in, the receipts are read,
The framework writes the future.
the past never said. Diaspora made indigenous to these lands. The biggest infrastructure boom this country has seen begins when we stop importing the things we should glean from our own land, our own labor, our own people, our own pride. Self-sufficient, sovereign, secure, side by side. Heal the wounds on the past, build the road ahead. Diaspora baller, that is what the framework said. And every other community heals when we heal too, because the truth, the whole truth, is the only thing that's true. When America stops lying to itself about the past, the wounds begin to close, the future starts to last. The path that diaspora and baller lay is the path that makes America great in a real and honest way.
Stolen names, American soil.
We were brought here
We were broken, we were boiled.
in the cauldron of a country that we built with our hands. Diaspora baller made indigenous to these lands. The verdict is in, the framework's on the page, the receipts are public, the wounds begin to age. Democracy evolved, Datas.com, read the score. The verdict was the answer, the framework wrote before.
The receipt was the record. The verdict is the call.